Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Premier. Will the Premier explain to the House why the government cancelled the Connecting Link program, an historic partnership so vitally important to our municipalities like the township of Centre Wellington and the town of Halton Hills, without adequate notice or consultation?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We actually have just done the MIII and the small rural and northern programs, which is $100 million. The Premier just announced an unprecedented over $14 billion fund for rural and northern Ontario. My estimate, in any year since we've been in government, we have been spending $5 to $10 more than you did per person in rural Ontario. And we are working now and have had consultants to integrate all of those highways. The other thing, Mr. Speaker, as you know, you downloaded 42% of the highways in Eastern Ontario and took all the provincial highways and downloaded health and social service just in case there was any chance that any municipal leader could find 5 cents for it. We are uploading health and social services, and we are putting more money into rural roads and highways. So I'm hoping that that statement from my honourable friend that you'll be supporting the budget and you'll see that as some redemption for your government's record, which I'm sure from your lips to God's ears will give us both a place in heaven, Mr. Speaker.
Parliamentary, the member from Perth-Wellington.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, nobody believes the minister anymore. To the Premier, by cancelling this historic partnership, the Premier is asking rural Ontario to pay the price for Liberal mistakes. West Perth needs to reconstruct the Blanchard Bridge at a cost of about $1.7 million. Wellington North needs over $1 million to repair the Rick Hopkins Bridge. These are provincial bridges on provincial highways carrying provincial traffic. Speaker, I'll ask the Premier to use her math skills. How many times could this government have fixed our bridges if it hadn't blown over $1 billion on cancelled gas plants?
Mr. Speaker, these new funding initiatives that are several-fold what the party in power started when Premier Wynne was Minister of Transportation through Roma and through the Ontario Good Roads Association. We started these new programs, they were written in partnership, and we very carefully listened to rural leaders across Ontario. As a matter of fact, the government has been so principled that over 86% of all the funds in these programs go to opposition ridings. So I don't understand. I would hope that the person opposite, if the member for Perth-Wellington is so concerned about this, he might want to apologize to those rural leaders for all the downloading of health and social services and when you took all the provincial highways and dumped them on municipalities. We are uploading and we have a fully funded program, Mr. Speaker, and in the budget you will see the continuing growth of that commitment, Mr. Speaker. I hope that means the member for Perth-Wellington has mended his ways and that his party will join us in supporting the budget, Mr. Speaker.
We have a deferred vote on the